Hi, my name is Emily, and I'll be giving my persuasive speech on whether or not a child should be vaccinated. So, according to the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, a vaccine is a product that produces immunity from a disease and can be administered through either needle injections, by mouth, or by aerosol. A vaccination is the injection of a killed or weakened organism that produces immunity in the body against that organism. And immunization is a process by which a person or animal becomes protected from a disease. So vaccines can cause immunization, or there are some specific diseases that cause immunization after that individual has recovered from that certain disease. So the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services also listed a few benefits that I thought really proved why it should be important to get vaccines at a young age. So one of the reasons they talked about was that it's safe for the child. They say that your child can be protected against more diseases now than ever before because of medical advancements that have been made. So some diseases that used to kill thousands of people aren't as often diagnosed anymore. So for example, polio used to kill hundreds of thousands of people, but now currently there are no reports of polio in the United States. Another reason is that it's safe and effective for the child. So the disease prevention benefits of getting vaccines are much greater than the possibility of getting some side effects for almost all children. So for example, some side effects that can occur are just being sore or a little red around the area where a needle was injected, or something like that. Another benefit for getting vaccines is that it protects others that you care about. So we've seen the measles and whooping cough kind of occur and flare up over the past few years, and actually since 2010 there have been between 10,000 and 50,000 cases of whooping cough each year in the United States. And about 10 to 20 babies, many of which who were too young to be fully vaccinated, died each year from whooping cough. Another benefit is that it saves your family time and money. So some vaccine-preventable diseases can result in prolonged disabilities and take financial toll because of lost work time. So if you have to take time off of work because your child is sick, that kind of affects your being able to pay certain medical bills or long-term disability care. Another benefit is that it protects future generations. So vaccines have reduced and in many cases just completely eliminated diseases that killed or severely disabled people just a few generations ago. So for example, smallpox vaccination has completely cut out the disease worldwide. So you actually don't have to get the smallpox shot anymore because the disease no longer exists, according to the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. Another benefit that I had read that was something a little different comes from the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, and they actually state that getting vaccinations is recommended because it protects infants and children early in life when they are most vulnerable and they are most susceptible to getting certain diseases. So on the other end of the spectrum, there are some people who would argue why not to get vaccinations. So one of the reasons that I had read online was that nobody likes the pain and discomfort that they cause, especially little children. Another argument that I had read was that your child should build their immunity on their own to certain diseases. And another reason that I had read actually was that some people believe that vaccines lead to autism. And I read an article from the New York Times that was arguing against this statement, saying that there is no scientific evidence that links vaccines to autism. They actually say that autism is more prevalent as a diagnosis than it used to be, but much of that in recent years is because we've changed the definition of what it means to have autism spectrum disorder. So ultimately, I believe that there are a lot more positives that outweigh the negatives to why you should get your child vaccinated at a young age. Some of the benefits that I had listed was that it can save your child's life, they are safe and protective, they protect others that you care about, they save your family both time and money, it protects future generations, and it can help build up your child's immune system when they are most vulnerable and susceptible to certain diseases. So, thanks.